Hello, YouTube. It is Damien. It is Sunderland. It is Bright Lights. It's episode 99 of Bright Lights. We're nearly at the big 100 mark. And we are here with you today with episode 90 with a double header. It's both London sides. It is Spurs and Chelsea. You have not missed any games since last episode, obviously, as we are starting the hardest way possible. We had a great 2-0 win, which should have been about 4 or 5-0 against United. We also saw the best of Matteo in that game. We then drew 2-2 to Arsenal with 2 crazy own goals went in either way, and 2 goals from 2 elite strikers in world football, Adrian and Haaland, as both sides could be separated. We probably edged the game in terms of creating chances. We just weren't great at putting them into the back of the net. Same could be pretty much said for Arsenal. Maybe a draw was fair. Anyhow, let's get into our game. I've gone quite full strength. Just because Rodgers hasn't scored into Avery's going to come onto the bench and get some minutes, I reckon. But we'll go for it anyway, and we will go Avery and Dyer, Bob, Harry Wilson, Miguel, Burgess, and Van Dijk on the bench. With everybody else in and around, Kim Jan's nearly 100% fit for this. There was a part of me that maybe could have rotated here, but Spurs did just win the Champions League last season. Guardiola's now the new coach, and we do have a very poor record against Pep, but we have a very good record against Spurs. I was saying to the chat that I'll take 6 points from these 4 games. It means that we've kind of won 1, drawn 3, or we won 2, lost 2. We have a really good chance here to go on 7 points here and then 3-roll the Arsenal game, the Chelsea game. We have a very good record against Chelsea, but we did lose 7-1 to Chelsea once upon a time away from home. But at home last season, we did also pump them 4-0, I believe. Going to go in and do what we always do, which is this. Butland's now moved from Liverpool, by the way, to here. Fabinho playing at centre-back, I don't mind that. I actually do like the look of that. That is for sure. I feel like we can get it for Fabinho. I'll say this, he's now going to have a stormer, isn't he? We're going to lose him without even scoring. But I just feel like he's not bad. It's about time Tom Davidson started for them because he's quite the freaking striker. The things I could do with Tom Davidson and Adrian up front. Oh, anyway, we are going to step out there. Spurs in the white and Sunderland in the black. I are going to go and hopefully do the business here. And hopefully we can go in there and win this game against 12th-place Spurs, who have not started great in the league, but that doesn't mean too much at this stage of the season. They maybe have had a tough run themselves. Spurs haven't been too great in the whole entire save, and then somehow made the top 4 a couple of years ago, and then won the Champions League. Just lucked into it. They got a pretty easy run all the way through to the final, and then they beat Man United in the final. Where if we beat Man United quarterfinal, we would have probably we could have beaten PSG over 2 legs, and then we would have beaten Spurs in the final. We don't lose to Spurs too often. Anyhow, 35 minutes played. Not much has happened in this game. I would take a draw. I'll take 2 draws. I'll take being undefeated for your first 4 games. We played Man United, Chelsea, Spurs, and Arsenal in those first 4. You're undefeated. Would take that. So I'll take 2 draws too. As this game goes 0-0 here at halftime. We did lose the last time we played Spurs away at Spurs as well in that run into the end of the title. We owe Spurs after what happened last time. Probably what I should have said pre-game, but haven't. You weren't that bad though. I have faith. These guys can still improve. Have gone very full strength for all of these games. You do expect me to start rotating, you know, once we get past these first 4 games, you know, start seeing the lights of Avriel getting game time, Bob getting game time, Rodgers getting a bit more game time. But it's a highlight here. 50 minutes in, Bellanova throws it into Ndumbele. The header's poor, and Arthur goes, and we're good on the break here, as we saw against Man United. Arthur's ball into the channel, finds Adrian, he beats one, finds Nakamura now. There's numbers in the box for him. Nakamura now swings it in, deflected, but straight into Butland's hands. The cross would have been good. There was numbers in the box. Should have maybe taken him down the line, but never did. Anyway, Butland goes long. Can we win this ball here, Moreno? He does. Arthur now turns. Arthur into Dosek. Dosek into Daniel. Daniel with it. Still with Daniel. Good ball into Moreno. Moreno back into Daniel, and off we go. Back into Moreno, into Haller. Haller now looking down the line, running inside, driving at will. His ball to Nakamura. Oh my days, what a finish from Yama Nakamura. With that left foot, cross keeper. How many times have we seen it? And bang. 1-0 Sunderland. What a freaking finish from Yama Nakamura on the, well, not on the volley, just a first time hit across the body. How hard it is with the ball travelling across you one way to smack it back across the other way. Just look at this. Bang, no problems, top bins, pick it out. Goal. 1-0, just like that. Kickoff highlight. Why do these exist? It's got to be 1-1, isn't it? Spurs are going to score from kickoff. Smith running with it, still with Smith. Good ball over the Sano. The tackle there. Matteo, what a save. What a signing he's been. He's been sensational. The saves he made against Man United were world class. Made a couple of saves there against Arsenal as well. Wasn't that great against Arsenal? And even here, this is a great save. Anyway, Cano now with the ball back in. It's a good ball in Davidson, but Mateo's in the right spot yet again. Good save again. And there we are. We have a very good chance here to do something really good at the moment and hold on here, be 7 points from 3 games where we've played all the sides around us basically. Could play Chelsea, then we have to worry about Liverpool and City. And then the rest of the games we should be winning. Anyway, time's ticked away here. We're going to get Harry Wilson a little bit more game time here. And we are going to get Haller out. I'm just going to move Harry Wilson into an inside forward because he's really good as an inside forward. And get him out there. Just get him some match fitness. Off you go, Harry. Against your old boys, you might score. Anyway, Marshall throws it in towards Eriksson. Headed down to Sano. Sano now. His ball out to Eriksson. And Eriksson, even though he's quite old, can pick a pass. There's a good ball to Davison. You expect Davison to score, don't you, with the finishing. Matteo again, though, with the save. The keeper, he's on fire, Matteo. Well done, Rochi, in goals. He's been quite the goods for us. What a signing so far. The back four of having an okay game. We might go a little bit more defensive and maybe get Arthur off for Durant Miguel. This is where we miss maybe like an N'Golo Kante, maybe. Might go like that and actually get Miguel to just sit back a line. Just go a little bit more defensive on a defending midfielder and actually get Dosek just to play as a central midfielder on defend as well. But up that other line. Just a little bit more defensively minded in the midfield. See if we can hold this out. Eke a little bit of time. In terms of taking people off, Adrian's had a very poor game. So I'm going to take him off late doors to go to 5 at the back, which we are going to do now. Adrian's going to come in here and we are going to bring Van Dijk in at the back, playing as a defender on cover. And we are going to go and switch to very defensive. And let's just go drop off. Don't even bother. Let's just go on a lower tempo. Waste as much time as possible. Be way more disciplined. Much more shorter passing. You get that forward. By all means, hold your shape. Regroup. Slow down the pace. And let's drop right off. Don't use that offside trap. Still want to press a little bit more urgently. We can still mark tighter. That's fine. We'll just go to that. We'll actually drop Dosek into here as well. And we'll go like that. And we'll confirm that change. And off we go. Hopefully we can see it out here. 91st minute. I'm going to just tell the boys, come on, lads, concentrate. See it out. See it out, lads. You've got to concentrate here. You've got to see this game out. A thoroughly professional performance here from Sunderland. And we're going to beat Spurs 1-0. We've got a heap of song requests coming in from Jackson and Luca in the chat as well. Are live on Twitch as always, YouTube. Come and follow us. Link in description below. Nearly live for 4 hours. When you do see us for our next game, we'll be live for 4 hours. And we are going to be on 7 points from this game. Tosek doing the best time wasting possible. I love it, son. It's good. Anyway, full time there against Spurs. We win 1-0 away from home. A cracking goal from Nakamura. A goal worthy of winning any game. Well done, lads. It's a great win for us. And at the moment, after playing Man United, Arsenal and Spurs, we've won 2, drawn 1, and we've started quite well here in the Premier League. I'll see you next time, YouTube, for the next part of episode 99. Episode 99, part 2, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is Chelsea versus Sunderland. Liverpool just played and they've also drawn. That means that no team has gone and won 4 from 4. Which means if we win this game, we'll be equal top of the table. Which, after playing the big 4 out of the big 6, that's huge. Only leaves Man City, who, by the way, are down here. They've lost to Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal. Only leaves them and Liverpool to play for, you know, in terms of every other team. I reckon we're better than every other team, but Liverpool, Man City, Man United, and, you know, Chelsea on paper too, right? But we'll be okay. Anyway, we're going to go with the same team that has just not been, that has been undefeated in the last 3 games. Can we be undefeated in 4? We'll find out. We have to start rotating because a lot of people are going to get unfit at this stage as well. But that will come. The rotation will come and we'll get into it. Anyway, Adrian up top with No, Haller, Nakamura, Dosek, Arthur, Miranda, Ives, Daniel Moreno, and Matteo, who's been in sensational form. This is a Chelsea side that did beat us 7-1 last season at Stamford Bridge, but then we beat 4-0 at home. So anything is possible. I'm guaranteeing goals. If we were to win this game, beyond my wildest imagination, we would have been in this position after these first 4 games. If we're going to be in this position after these first 4 games, I'm predicting we're going to win the title again this season and win it a little bit easier than we did last season. I'm going to show Pollock onto his weaker foot, even though he has 10 finishing. He always seems to finish against us. Anyway, let's get into the tunnel. I'm delighted. He's a wonderful player. It's his 100th league appearance for Ives. He's being rested, nothing more. We'll probably play the next league game as well. We do have Liverpool coming up in a not too distant future. Because it's been so close together and everything, I'm not going to do it here. What about Max Power? Oh, yeah, the early people. Gooch, Watmore. Yeah, Watmore probably deserves a shout, to be honest. Gooch, no. Gooch, we sold, and we weren't happy with Gooch, I don't think. We're trying to plan out episode 100 here on chat, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody who's watching on YouTube. What we're trying to think is, you know, maybe we'll do like our favourite players of Sunderland and just go back through some memories, but it takes a lot of time to do. Anyway, Nakamura backstick. It's through Kepa and it's in. And Nakamura scores his 3rd of the season. Moreno bombing on. That's what we signed him for. He didn't have the best of season last season. But Moreno's gone bang with a good ball in. And it is going to be Yama Nakamura's 3rd goal of the season after scoring a beauty against Spurs. We go 1-0 up, 12 minutes against Chelsea. And it's a great ball in. Great header. Kepa arguably should do better, but doesn't. And we are 1-0 up, ladies and gentlemen, and maybe make it 2. Here we go, Miranda frozen in. Dosek should be able to find Arthur. He can face forward and drive. He does drive. Still with Arthur into Adrian. From distance. From distance! Oh, Nicholas. All-time best 11? We could do our all-time best 11. That's an idea. Alright, all-time best 11. Next episode, ladies and gentlemen, will be an all-time best 11 picked from by myself from all the best of Sunderland. We'll compare it to what they think our all-time best 11 is as well on the game. And we'll sort it out. We'll go through, we'll try and do something. Anyway, 40 minutes played, 1-0 up, dominating Chelsea. Should be up by a couple more. Haller, though, puts it in. Backstick, Adrian with a header. Nakamura's there. He's offside. Of course he is. Good intelligent header, though, by Nicholas Adrian. And Nakamura is miles offside. Not even close. They don't keep anyone on the post. We've had 15 shots, 10. We're only 1-0 up. Why does this game have a hallmark of Chelsea going in and scoring a late one and we drew 1-1? Which would still be a good result on paper. But a win here would be huge. Anyway, look, I'm very happy how things are going. You play how you just played in that second half. We'll score another one. Celibos coming in for Lee. Kagan, 2 very good midfielders on Football Manager. Probably on the bit of the older side, though, are both of them. Adrian, yet again, has not had a great start to the season. But expect him to pick it up. And with that in mind, I'm not going to take him off just yet. I have faith in Nicholas to score. Get creative, boys. Come on. I want another goal here. And no, he's good from a free kick and a dead ball. Good ball backstick. Adrian! Not a man that's firing just yet is Nicholas. But it's okay. 62nd minute. Can we find another chance here? And no now. Good ball there. Into Moreno. Can he whip this one in? He does. Backstick. Nakamura header. Saved by Kepa. But Nakamura's there. He looks a lot like Nakamura of a couple of seasons ago where he banged in 22 goals for the year. This season, he started off pretty good. 4 goals in 4. And there we go. And no, good ball there to Moreno. Moreno's ball backstick. Nakamura with a header. Good save from Kepa. But Nakamura makes it 2. And we're well on to our way for being undefeated in our first 4, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, Dosek there has picked up a booking. I don't want to get him suspended. I am going to get Durant Miguel in there. Light for light. Deep line playmaker for deep line playmaker. And off we go. 23 shots, 15. Chelsea haven't even looked like scoring, but here comes a highlight for him. Pollock now on it. Good ball in. Here comes the header. Mateo saves and saves beautifully. This could be his 3rd clean sheet in 4 games, the new signing as well, if we don't concede from this highlight. Anyway, Daniel there. Look, he's got plenty of space to play into here, Daniel. Finds Miguel. Look how much space Moreno's in. Instead, they find Arthur into Eno. Eno now with some space to run into. Still with Eno. It's a good boy out there to Nakamura. Nakamura running down the line. Can he whip that one in? He does. Adrian on the volley, and that's why you keep him out there. He hasn't been in good form, but give him a chance and he will score. And it's 3-0. We're putting Chelsea to the sword. The distant memory was the 7-1 defeat at Stamford Bridge last season. Fresh in the memory was the 4-0 win last season. And we're 3-0 up with 70 minutes played. And it should have been a lot more in this game. Nakamura, slight deflection on the cross, but Adrian on the volley. Bottom bins. Pick it out. 3-0. Let's make another change. Bob, come on for your first game of the season. Nakamura's had a great game. He's on a double. We don't need to risk him. We don't need to risk him. Get Bob, the 16-year-old, out there. Get him out there. Just do it. 80 minutes played. Let's get another youngster out there. Who else is on the bench that we can get out there? This would have been a good game to bring in Rogers. I'm going to bring Avriel just so he doesn't get upset for Adrian. And there we are. And we'll just continue on. Just so Avriel gets some game time. Doesn't get upset that he's still in and around the squad. Because I do plan to get Rogers on the bench for the next few games as well. I'm just going to be swapping them in and out because they're just so good. Anyway, Moreno there into Arthur, into Moreno. Good ball into a no. And no now in Ahala. Crunching challenge. Lamar, full time though. A 3-0 win for Sunderland. We have pumped Chelsea. Look at the stats. How is that not 5 or 6? We do not know. Great performance. Well done, lads. Adrian, I said, was having a shock and got an 8.3 in the end. Nakamura gets man of the match with 2 goals and an assist. And we keep him fresh for the Fulham game, which is going to be another big game. Anyhow, we are going to attend the press conference. We made a commitment to playing football the right way. Yes, lads, I'm pleased. It's always good. I'm thoroughly excellent deserving. I don't think you can underestimate his full influence is so great. I was confident the game was won. We've got important fixtures coming up. We don't really, but it's just I don't want the injuries. Was actually the Champions League draw on Thursday. So what we're going to do, that's not going to be the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. The Champions League draw will be the last part of this episode. Episode 99 will contain our Champions League draw, so stick around and we'll see you in just a second for that Champions League draw. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 99. The Champions League draw is upon us. I am actually going to get the Champions League song on, but it's actually the Alvidi Utama remix. I'm really in love with this at the moment. I'm loving this remix. Let's get it on. We're seeded first, so let's see who we draw, hey? So obviously we're going to come out. How did Ado Den Haag get thing? They won the Eredivisie last season, so they get a first seed. That's a little bit interesting. It should be done on coefficients. Anyway, so we're in Group F. Alright. Who don't we want? We can't get United, which is good. We can't get Liverpool. But that leaves Real Madrid, Dortmund, and fucking PSG Milan. Alright, we want Milan. The rest are freaking difficult. Valencia, Roma, and Monaco all got first seeds. We're going to get a group of death, aren't we? Alright, let's go. We want Milan. Of course. First fucking group. Alright, I want anyone but PSG, because I had enough of dealing with PSG. Alright. Atletico Madrid, please. Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid. Okay, that's not bad. Only because I haven't played Atletico Madrid yet. Alright. Stop the automatic draw. Alright. Atletico Madrid, not bad. Who do we want out of this? This is actually not bad. This is alright. Olympic Lyon and Porto would be the hardest. Same with Napoli. I wouldn't want Celtic, Fiorentina, Salzburg, Benfica. Those four. Celtic preferably. But we'll find out. Salzburg as well. Wouldn't mind Salzburg. Porto go out. That's okay. Salzburg go there. That's a bit of a shame. That's such an easy group there for Dortmund. Marseille, one of the harder ones, went out. Benfica. Celtic, please. Celtic, Celtic, Celtic. For once, we're getting a good Champions League group draw. It's actually not that bad. Alright, fourth seeds. Anyone that stands out here? Not really. We should beat every one of these sides. Maybe Hertha is actually as a standout. What did they do last season? Like finish fourth? They finished second in the Bundesliga. That's a pretty mean feat. They must have some players. Back to the automatic draw. There's no one really there that, apart from maybe Genk, could be difficult away at Genk. We actually had Genk in a group once upon a time. We pumped them, so I don't know. Anyway, Cranshaw, I wouldn't mind Genk because we have history against Genk. Genk, please. Hertha, who finished second in the Bundesliga. It's not the easiest group, but it's not the worst group in the world. We get Atletico Madrid, who have got a Jan Oblak, who is probably still world class. Yeah, definitely still world class. Still has 10 speed. You know, he's on a 5.9 though. They have a Gaston Di Manua, who is a 100 million rated striker, who is sensational, who is on a few people's radars. Yuri Tillemans has rejected us and is vice captain as a world class midfielder. Angelo Correa, the 32-year-old, still not too bad there as well. It's not a bad Atletico Madrid side. Is there anyone else that rings a bell, maybe? Malcolm's there, an older Malcolm is there, the elite winger. That's a pretty hard tie. Ortega's there, he's good, I know that. Alright, it's not the easiest group. It's not the hardest group. So that is Atletico Madrid. We'll pause the Champions League remix there. Just thought I'd change it up and give a remix instead of our normal one. Who else we got here? We got Celtic. Celtic, I think, on paper, we should be beating. Their best player is Stodelo, who actually looks not bad, the winger. But I reckon, especially at home, we should be beating. Callum McGregor's their current captain. Callum's a bit of an elder statesman. He's not bad, Callum, but, you know, we should be beating. Anyone else there that we kind of know? Benjamin Mendy's there. He must have been picked up on a free because he got released by Man City, but he's probably a bit past his due date. John Montgomery, the goalkeeper, still there. John's actually not a bad goalkeeper, the regen. Hello, cheeky dog. I'll be done in a second. And then we got Hertha Berlin, who finished second in the Bundesliga last season. It's not the best one. Luis Ubri, the Colombian centre-back, is actually really good at 20. Wow-wee. Alright, we need to get a hold of him. Disora is their captain and actually is not a bad defensive midfielder. Drago is a bit of a limited fullback. He's not bad. He's not great. He's not at our level. I think at home we should be beating Hertha, but away from home could be difficult. They beat Bayern in the Super Cup and then drew 2-2 to Bayer 04 in their first league game. Interesting. They finished second last season. How did they go? We're going a little bit of a scout. I just want to see how they did against Bayern. They actually won a lot of games. Look at that run home. Beat Dortmund on the final day 2-1. How do they go against Bayern? See Bayern anyway, everybody? Bayern drew 1-1. Bayern lost 2-0. Interesting. That isn't the easiest draw anyway. From episode 99, from Damien, from Sunderland, from Brights. Thank you for watching episode 99, of course. Our Champions League group has been done, so I'll see you for that first game in the Champions League group stage, whoever it may be. We'll leave it as a surprise. But that would be episode 101. Episode 100 is going to be a special little episode tomorrow. I think we're going to do our best ever 11. You know, it's not the best ever in terms of players, but our favourite 11 anyway. And we'll mention a few other memorable names that don't make the squad. From Damien, though, from Sunderland, from Brights. If you liked the episode, give it a like. As always, subscribe to the YouTube channel. From the 4 hardest games in the Premier League, at the start, we're on 10 points and top of the Premier League. We have passed with flying colours. Maybe we can just go and win the league a little bit easier this season and really focus on that Champions League. From Damien, thank you and goodbye.